what I've been really hammering for lately? Muffins? Muffins. But what flavors though? I've had blueberry chocolate chip. I even had Gator muffins lately. Gatorade
Muffins.
Yeah, they're not as good as they sound. What about Jarritos? I'll start pot. Flick it. Now the base recipe in this cookbook allows you to make any soda into a muffin. And I chose Jarritos. Why? Now this is a very specific flavor. I don't think I've ever encountered any soda that tastes like mandarin. Orange, there's a bunch of them, a laundry list. But mandarin, I think is the only one that stands true. Plus, it is so cheap. If you remember this episode, those muffins look completely different.
Also reduced about 2 gallons of glacier freeze Gatorade into a syrup.
Muffins have this like beautiful greenish blue hue to it.
From the video that Josh made. And even then, he still changes the recipe to reduce the quantity of Gatorade being used, making it less flavorful. In addition, I don't know why he puts the blueberries in there. I think it just takes all the flavor out of there. Blue Gatorade is not the same as blueberry flavored. So we're gonna use this as a base recipe, tweak a little things, and make Jarrito muffins. First off, you gotta make the reduction for the Jarritos, which is gonna take a while. So that's why the first step is to put your Jarritos into a pot. So you just wanna pour all this soda, all the carbonation is gonna go away, where you're gonna be left with a concentrated syrup. That's gonna taste so freaking amazing. Oh shit. Oh! Whole bottle gone. You hear that? That's the sound of the gods. Oh my god, the smell is immaculate. So we just want to turn it on to about medium low heat. So as you can see, it is boiled down very significantly. We got about, I'd say like 2-3 cups worth of Jarrito juice in here. You still gotta let it boil, but you wanna be careful. You wanna keep an eye on it so it doesn't boil to an extreme amount. You wanna get about a cup. Smells immaculate. Actually doesn't smell too bad, but I stopped it because this looks about 1 cup. Now let's see if I'm right or I'm full of fucking dog shit. So now this is the hard decision on whether or not I let it boil for like a minute more or not. Boil it more. All right, took another, oh shit, you're looking too down. Gotta see, get my pretty face on it. So boiled it for another like 4, no, not even. I boiled it for 2 minutes. 2 minutes and we almost went over. Gotta be attentive. So we're just gonna slam this inside the fridge, which you are on, so. Excuse me. So after we put our reduction into the fridge, we gotta let it cool down, so might as well get the dry ingredients into the bowl. So we got 2 cups of flour, teaspoon of baking powder, teaspoon of baking soda, whisk, set aside. A sip of apple juice. Grab your bowl from your dishwasher. Oh, it's nice and warm. We throw our butter, which is 1.5 sticks. Make sure it's soft and butter because we always forget to put it out. Talking about you, Esmeralda, I know you always forget. And a 1/2 cup of sugar. I don't know where the 1/2 cup is. My roommate hid it from me, I guess, because he doesn't want me to make this recipe. And then beat this motherfucker up. Beat this shit up. You know, if you have a machine, do it with a machine. I have a machine, but I'm being helpful, relatable. Because for the longest time I didn't have a machine and I hated when they said beat the fucking butter with a machine. It's gonna take a lot more hard work, but somebody's gotta do it. They say fluffy, but you wanna get it to like this consistency. You want it to be creamy. Now I know you guys are gonna be like, how am I supposed to whisk it if it keeps on getting stuck like this? Here's a tip, you just smash it, and look how easily it comes out. And then you stir it like crazy. And then if it gets trapped again, you just... And then we add 1 egg at a time. And beat it again. Same as the first. Like incorporated, but not chunky. And then you want to add a 1/2 cup of sour cream. I wish I had my 1/2 cup measuring tool. A nice coagulated pile of butter, sugar, sour cream, and something else, make sure. And now for the elixir to go into the wet ingredients. We need about a half a cup, so hopefully I eyeball it correctly. Let's see. Nope, a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh my god, it looks disgusting. Trust me, it is gonna look immaculate in about like 3 seconds. You just want to let that red 40 do its work and kind of curdle the whole mixture. Now don't fret. It looks gross, it looks nasty, it looks like something my cat would throw up at 3 a.m. in the morning, but all we just gotta do is mix this with the dry ingredients and it's gonna look delicious. Here we go. I'll put the dry with the wet. Scrape everything in here. We do not want to waste any of this good juice. Now we mix it. Ooh, ooh. Now you don't want to mix too much. That's a problem with muffins or pancakes. If you mix too much, it becomes thick, hard, and disgusting. And we don't want that for our muffins. So we just want to keep on mixing until it's fully incorporated. And you can see the butter is incorporated, has absorbed the flour, and now it's all mixed in. It's almost like we're making like just a regular cake. Look how fluffy it is. So now let's get the muffin tins. Ah, my hands. They fucking hurt. I'll just add the muffin tins. Bam. Okay. And now we just scoop them in. If you have an ice cream scoop, that's the best thing you could use. Scoop. There you go. Perfect, easy. And we just want to fill these up. We got 12 beautiful, thick muffins. And we just got to pop them in. And we just want to pop them in for about 12 to 15 minutes. Excuse me. And I forgot to say, it's 350 degrees. So, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Or 15, whatever I said. We're gonna up the ante. Instead of a strudel, because fuck that, we're gonna add a filling. Some pudding. Now, we got 0 sugar. I'm trying to watch my waist. And we also got Fairlife because I like Fairlife. 3 cups of leche. Let's not put the whole thing. Let's just put 2.5 cups. Ooh, look at that. It's already yellow, so that's good for us. And this is about half a cup. And the rest we're gonna add is Jarrito juice. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful orange creamsicle pudding. And as you can see, it's gotten thickened. It said it will soft set in about 5 minutes. So we'll leave it there, leave it be. But for now, let's do a taste test. Not enough flavor. So don't tell anyone, but I actually need more orange flavor in this cream. The vanilla kind of took over. Maybe I should have done 2 gallon-sized bottles of Jarritos next time. That's one of my mistakes. So I got a little secret sauce. Shh, no one has to know about this. I'm just adding it to give it a little bit more of a orange flavor. So you just want to add a little bit of it because this is a concentrate. And I'll try it again. Okay, you're getting more orange. I think that's a perfect amount. And let's go back to the muffins. So after we let the muffins cool down, we could just make a hole in the middle like this. Take it out. And now you can make even a bigger hole by just carving out all the innards. Make sure you do not compromise the muffin. But now we get to try out our invention. You can really taste the muffiness. So this is a disaster. We definitely needed 2 bottles of Jarritos. But either way, we're gonna press on, put a little bit of that pudding inside. Another way you could do it is do it from the bottom up. But we're gonna do it this way for now. Now you got yourself a stuffed Jarritos muffin made exclusively out of Jarritos. Now, if you want it to taste a lot more like Jarritos, you gotta double the Jarrito quantity. So 2 1.5 quart bottles of Jarritos. You wanna boil that shit down into 1 cup. So it's a lot more flavorful, but you still gotta give it a try. Oh yeah. The Jarrito muffin. That was a lot of work. Do you think it was worth 3 hours of baking? I mean, they still taste great with the pudding though. That pudding makes the whole muffin. So I think it's a worthwhile investment if you want to add a lot more of the Jarrito to make a much more flavorful reduction. Yeah, I really wish I bought 2 of those bottles of Jarritos. Honestly, it doesn't taste as good as I thought it would. You're the one thinking that the Gatorade didn't taste as well. I think the Jarritos just has the same Gatorade. You just gotta up the ante. The recipe does not give you enough flavor in the reduction. You gotta up that shit up.
Okay, I thought it was a lot easier to make a reduction. I guess you need a lot of liquid to make a really good reduction. And just remember that when you want to follow this recipe.